Ladies and gentlemen, listen up because today we're going to talk about something that every man over 60 needs to hear. And yes, it's about the body, but not in the way you think. Women, they are observant. They notice things. And I'm not talking about just your hairline or your choice of socks. I'm talking about the parts of you that scream, I've still got it, or I take care of myself. So let's break this down body part by body part so you can step up your game and walk into any room with confidence. Number one, the hands now, fellas, before you roll your eyes or start thinking, hands, really? That's what we're talking about. Stop right there. Promise you, hands are one of the first things a woman over 60 notices when she meets a man. And I'm not talking about are your nails clean, though. Yes, that matters. I'm talking about the story your hands tell. Ladies, they don't just look at your face. They notice everything, your posture, your voice, your energy. But your hands, they're a dead giveaway. Strong, confident hands, hands that are steady, hands that show you can handle life. Those hands speak louder than words ever could. Shaky, fidgety hands, that says doubt. Nervous hands, that says insecurity. Women pick up on that immediately, even before you open your mouth. Think about it. Hands tell a story. The hands of a man who's worked with them, who's built something with them, who's cared for others with them, those hands are attracted. They show experience, resilience, and strength. They say, I've lived, I've learned, and I can handle the curveballs life throws at me. And that, my friends, is magnetic. Women over 60, they've been around, they've seen young men with shaky hands, hands that fidget because they've never really carried responsibility. But when a man walks in with calm, steady hands, that catches their attention immediately. Now, let me tell you something else. Grooming matters. I don't care how rough and manly you think you look with cracked, calloused hands, you still have to take care of them. Clean nails, moisturized skin if necessary, no dirt under the fingernails. These are small details that make a huge difference. A woman notices that you respect yourself enough to care for the small things. And here's the secret. Women notice the details before they even realize they're noticing. That's how the human brain works. And don't underestimate the power of a handshake. Oh, men, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a guy walk up to a woman, weak handshake, barely any grip, and think he's making an impression. No. That handshake speaks volumes. A firm, confident handshake says, I'm present, I'm here, I'm a man of integrity, I can handle life. It's almost like your first sentence without saying a word. A strong handshake can open doors literally and figuratively. It communicates confidence, stability, and presence, all things women find irresistible, especially at 60 and beyond, when they're looking for a man who's grounded, reliable, and emotionally secure. And here's another thing, your hands are expressive. You use them when you talk, you gesture, you show emotion. A man who gestures naturally, confidently, without overdoing it, shows energy and engagement. He shows he's alive, alert, and participating fully in the moment. Women notice that. It makes you feel bigger than your age. It communicates vitality. Let me give you a story. I once knew a man in his 60s. Let's call him George. George had hands that told stories, callous from work, yes, but clean, strong, and steady. When he shook my hand, I felt like he could handle anything life threw at him. And every woman in the room noticed it. It wasn't just his handshake. It was the way he held himself, how he moved his hands while talking, how he subtly showed care and attention. Those hands told women this man has been through life, and he's still standing strong. And let me tell you, George wasn't bragging. He didn't have to. His hands did all the talking. So here's the takeaway. Gentlemen, don't ignore your hands. They're one of the first things women over 60 notice. And they're powerful. They tell your story, reveal your character, and communicate confidence without a single word. Groom them, care for them, use them with intention, and never underestimate the magnetic pull of a firm, confident handshake. Because when it comes to attraction, sometimes it's the small things that make the biggest difference. And your hands, they're one of the most powerful tools you've got. Number two, the eyes now, gentlemen. Let's talk about the eyes. I'm telling you right now, your eyes are more powerful than any suit, any watch, or any car you might drive. And I'm serious about this. Your eyes, they are your real-time lie detector. They don't just see, they communicate. They show emotion, character, and even your life story before you even say a word. And women, especially women over 60, they're experts at reading eyes. They've got experience, wisdom, and intuition all rolled into one, and they notice things that most men don't even realize. See, when you look at a woman, it's not just about glancing at her, it's about connecting. Your eyes are a window to your soul. If they reflect kindness, confidence, and humor, she's hooked. Even a tiny sparkle, a little twinkle that says, I still enjoy life, I still have joy, I still laugh, that's irresistible. Women over 60, they've lived. They've seen heartbreak, disappointment, and all the drama life can throw at a man. So when they see that sparkle in your eyes, it tells them this man has been through it and he still hasn't lost himself. That's magnetic. Now let's be honest, cold, distant eyes. That's magnetic.
Now, let's be honest, cold, distant eyes.
That's a turnoff. When you look at a woman and your eyes are dead, blank, or wandering somewhere else, she notices. She doesn't have to say it. Her brain picks it up immediately. Women can sense energy through the eyes. Are you warm, engaged, interested, or are you detached, like you don't even want to be there? That's why your eyes are crucial. They show her the real you without you saying a single word. And here's the thing. Women are masters of subtlety. They don't just look at your eyes, they watch the micro expressions. That tiny twitch, that fleeting smile, the way your eyes crinkle at the corners when you're genuinely amused, she notices. It tells her if you're authentic or if you're faking it. And trust me, she can smell fake from a mile away. So don't cheat yourself. Be genuine, be present. Let your eyes do the talking. Let me give you a story. I knew a man in his 60s. We'll call him Robert. Robert was quiet at first, a little reserved. But when he smiled with his eyes, oh, you could feel it. His eyes lit up with humor, warmth, and experience. Women noticed immediately. They felt drawn in, not because of what he said, but because of what his eyes communicated. It was like his eyes were saying, I've lived, I've loved, I've learned, and I still enjoy life. That's powerful, gentlemen, more powerful than any pickup line you've ever heard. And here's another tip. Engage her with your eyes. Don't just stare, connect. Look, notice, and respond. A warm gaze can make a woman feel seen, appreciated, and valued. When she feels that, trust me, you've got her attention. Your eyes can make a room smaller or bigger. They can make a moment intimate or cold. It's all in how you use them. So here's your takeaway, men. Never underestimate your eyes. They're more than just organs that see. They're messengers of your soul. They communicate joy, confidence, and authenticity. They reveal warmth, humor, and engagement. Groom your character and let your eyes show the world the man you've become. Because women over 60, they notice. They always notice. And if your eyes sparkle with life and wisdom, you've already won half the battle before you even say a word. Remember this, a man's eyes tell the story his mouth can't always tell. Use them wisely, use them genuinely, and watch how women respond. Your eyes are your silent superpower. Don't ever forget that. Number 3, the postured gentleman. Now it's time to talk about something that too many men overlook, posture. And I'm not just talking about standing up straight because your mom told you to. I'm talking about posture that screams confidence, presence, and strength without you saying a word. Sit up, stand tall, don't slouch, and don't ever look like you've given up on life. Because let me tell you, nothing, and I mean nothing, kills attraction faster than a man who looks defeated before he even walks into the room. Now, I know what you're thinking. Posture, that's superficial. Oh, no, my friends, it's not superficial. It's psychological. Posture tells a woman who you are without you opening your mouth. When you carry yourself tall, shoulders back, chest slightly out, you're broadcasting energy. Pride, strength, you're saying, I'm a man who knows his worth. I'm comfortable in my skin. I've been through life and I'm still standing strong. And let me tell you, women over 60, they notice that immediately. They don't have to think about it. They feel it. See, women are Ned observers. They pick up on subtle cues instantly. If you slump in a chair, hunched over like the world's weight is crushing you, she senses doubt, hesitation, lack of confidence. It's a silent turnoff. But when you walk in with purpose, shoulders relaxed yet strong, chin slightly raised and head held high, bam, she knows this man is present, grounded, and proud. That's magnetic. And here's the key, don't overdo it. You don't want to come across like a robot or a statue. It's not about being stiff. It's about being natural and comfortable in your own skin. A woman notices immediately if your posture is forced. Authenticity matters more than perfection. So relax into your posture, but don't collapse. Walk with a quiet confidence that says, I've got this. I know who I am. I respect myself. Let me tell you a story. I knew a man in his 60s. Let's call him Harold. Harold didn't have six-pack abs. He wasn't the tallest in the room, and he didn't own a fancy car, but Harold had posture. The moment he walked into a room, he commanded attention, not with words, but with the way he carried himself. Women noticed it immediately. They leaned in, smiled, and engaged with him. Why? Because posture communicates more than physical appearance. It communicates presence, pride, and character. Harold's posture said, I am a man who stands tall even when life tried to knock me down. And that, my friends, is irresistible. Now, here's another point. Posture affects more than just attraction. It affects your mindset. When you carry yourself with confidence, your brain responds. You feel more capable, more energetic, more alive, and that energy is contagious. Women notice it. They feel it. You don't even have to say a word because your body is saying, I'm comfortable in my skin, I'm present, and I'm alive. So, gentlemen, here's the takeaway. Stand tall, sit tall, walk with intention. Don't slouch. Don't hang your head. Your posture is your silent ambassador. It's one of the first things a woman over 60 notices, and it sets the tone for how she perceives you. A man who carries himself with quiet confidence exudes energy, strength, and pride, all qualities that women instinctively find attractive. Remember this, posture is more than just a habit. It's a statement. It says, I've been through life, I've faced challenges, and I'm still standing strong. That's the posture of a man who knows his worth, and that, my friends, is a man women notice immediately. Number 4, the smile gentleman. Now we're getting to one of the most powerful weapons in your arsenal, a genuine smile. And I'm going to tell you something right now. A smile is more than just moving your lips. It's more than showing your teeth. A smile is a signal, a language, a silent message that communicates who you are before you even say a word. And let me be clear, women over 60, they notice smiles immediately. They can feel the difference between a real smile and a fake one from across the room. Now, I don't want you giving that half-hearted, I'm trying, but I'm tired grin. No, that doesn't cut it. I'm talking about a smile that lights up your eyes, that carries warmth, humor, and joy. A smile that says, I've been through life, I've faced challenges, I've seen some things, but I haven't let it break me. I can still laugh. I can still enjoy a moment, and I can share that joy with you. That's the kind of smile that women notice and are drawn to, especially women over 60 who have lived, loved, and learned. They can spot authenticity immediately, and a genuine smile tells them everything they need to know. Think about it. Life gets heavy. By the time you're in your 60s, you've seen heartbreak, disappointment, and the struggles of daily life. But a man who smiles genuinely shows that he has. Snett let life crush his spirit. That smile is magnetic because it tells a woman that you're approachable, kind, and still playful. Women love a man who can still laugh, who can make a moment lighter, who doesn't take himself too seriously all the time. That joy is contagious. When you smile genuinely, it invites her into your energy. It bridges gaps, it softens tension, and it creates a connection that words sometimes cannot. Let me tell you a story. I once met a man, let's call him James, in his early 60s. James walked into a room where most of the younger men were trying too hard to impress, talking about cars, money, or achievements. James, he smiled. Not the fake, hey, look at me smile. No, a warm, genuine, confident smile that reached his eyes. Women immediately noticed. They gravitated toward him without him saying a single word. That smile communicated more than anything else he could have said. It told a story. I am secure, I am joyful, and I am a man worth knowing. That gentleman is power, that is magnetic. And here's something else. Your smile isn't just about attracting women. It's about how you feel and how others feel around you. A genuine smile signals confidence. It signals openness. It signals positivity. People are naturally drawn to it. You'll notice that when you walk into a room with a smile that radiates warmth, people respond differently. Women pick up on it immediately. They notice that you're a man who has life experience but hasn't lost his sense of humor or lightness. That's a man they want to be around. So what's the takeaway here? Don't underestimate the power of your smile. Groom your character, carry your life experiences, and let joy shine through your expression. A genuine smile is a magnet. It tells a woman, I'm still alive, I'm still vibrant, and I can make you feel safe, happy, and appreciated in my presence. Remember this? Gentlemen, your smile can bridge decades of difference and experience. It can overcome initial hesitation, skepticism, or even doubt. A smile opens doors that money, status, or charm alone cannot. So practice it. Own it, let it radiate from within, and watch how women notice you, really notice you, because a man with a genuine, joyful smile is irresistible. Number 5, the neck and shoulders gentleman. Now we're at number 5, and don't roll your eyes because this one is powerful. Yes, I'm talking about your neck and shoulders, and I know what some of you are thinking, neck and shoulders, really? At my age? Oh, it's real. And let me tell you, women notice this immediately, even if you think it's subtle. They notice presence, confidence, and the way you carry yourself, and your neck and shoulders are a huge part of that story. Now, let me get this straight. We're not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger arms here. You don't need to bench press a car or walk around looking like a bodybuilder. No, sir. It's not about size. It's about presence. Broad, relaxed shoulders tell a woman a lot. They say, I am grounded. I am capable. I can handle life. Shoulders are a signal of strength, not just physical, but emotional and mental strength. Women over 60, they've lived, and they can tell if a man's strength is authentic or fake. And when they see a man with relaxed, confident shoulders, they feel safe, comfortable, and naturally drawn to him. And then there's the neck. Now your neck might seem like a small thing, but it's critical in body language. A graceful, relaxed neck tells a woman that you're alert, aware, and fully present. It shows that you're approachable, balanced, and not tense. A stiff or hunched neck, on the other hand, sends signals of stress or insecurity. Women pick up on that instantly. So your neck and shoulders together, they communicate confidence, vitality, and presence. And trust me, presence is magnetic. Let me tell you a story. I knew a man in his 60s, let's call him Edward. Edward wasn't flashy. He didn't own a sports car or a mansion. But the moment he walked into a room, you noticed him. Why? Because of the way he carried himself. Broad, relaxed shoulders, graceful, confident neck. He moved through life like he belonged there, like he was comfortable in his own skin. Women noticed, they gravitated toward him. They listened to him, and it wasn't his words. They were good, don't get me wrong, but it was his presence. That neck and those shoulders told a story that words couldn't touch. I am capable, I am confident, and I command respect. And here's another point. Your neck and shoulders affect more than just attraction. They influence your energy, your mindset, and even your health. When you carry yourself with proper posture, broad shoulders, and a relaxed neck, your body feels stronger. Your confidence rises. You walk with intention, and that energy radiates. Women notice it. They sense it. They feel it. That's why presence matters more than physical strength alone. So, what's the take-off? Gentlemen, don't underestimate the power of your neck and shoulders. Work on carrying yourself with quiet confidence. Relax those shoulders, keep your neck graceful, and let your body language do the talking. Broad, strong, and relaxed, this communicates protection, stability, and strength. It tells women that you're a man who has faced life's challenges and come out intact. And believe me, that's attractive at any age. Remember this, strength isn't always in your biceps. It's in your presence, your posture, your energy. And women over 60, they notice. They always notice. So take care of those neck and shoulders, walk tall, move with confidence, and let your body say what words cannot. When you do, you become the kind of man women remember, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. Now, gentlemen, here's the truth. These 5 body parts aren't about vanity. They're about confidence, self-respect, and presence. Women notice these things instinctively. They can't help it. And if you want to capture attention over 60, you've got to carry yourself like a man who knows his worth. Remember, it's not about being young again. It's about being the man you are, fully alive, fully confident, and fully attractive. So take care of your hands, your eyes, your posture, your smile, and your shoulders, and walk into the world knowing women notice you more than you think. Thank you.